We out here tonight. What up, Javi?
Yo, what's goody?
Yo, Fresh.
You know how that goes. It comes anytime.
Gang. Steve Gob.
That's exciting.
Yo, Sis.
No, we're waiting. We're gonna wait till they come.
We got the man Drewski tonight.
You know, it's like,
Fifth Form Media, baby.
it's gonna be fun.
That was pre-marriage, pre-shotgun wedding.
That pool party looked wet.
Are we getting into it right
Yeah. This is the.
Oh, that's how we're starting.
I couldn't wait for him to get here.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is
The Toxic Ass Friends podcast.
In collaboration with Our Podge Entertainment and Fifth War Media.
Fifth Ward Media in the building. We got a very, very, very special guest here. I don't even know how to. New Jersey's own Heavy Hitters.
what?
Oh, thank
Hot
you.
97.
What?
Album out this year.
The
What?
movement.
Feeling crazy. We're going to ask you about Fabio, too. I want to know if he a demon for real.
Let's talk
Real
about it.
talk.
Whatever you want to
We
talk
got
about.
Drewski in the building, ladies.
Drewski
I'm
in the
here.
building.
I'm here.
Drewski in the building. You know what I mean? Thank you, my brother, for blessing
Of
us.
course.
By
Yeah, man. Thanks
you.
for coming
really
through.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Javi, Fresh, everybody.
Love always wins.
Everybody collaborated, put this together. I appreciate all y'all. You know what I mean? Boy, Sis in the building, Ralph in the building.
What up,
We got
what up?
Paul in the back.
going on,
Gob is here, Steve is here, everybody here in the building. We gonna, like we said, you know, it might have seemed a little controversial in the beginning, but
Okay.
I don't know if you know, maybe not, but under every Dream Doll picture, my Instagram,
on there.
my handle is there.
Literally.
Okay.
He's a menace.
So when I saw this video come out, obviously I was the first one to watch it. Now, were you there the whole time they filmed this video?
Yes, of course. This is
The
my
whole
video. I had to be there the whole
Listen,
time.
man, what kind of vibes was going down at the pool party?
All right. Well, clearly they all look great, right? But it was a lot. People don't understand how much goes into a music video. We did two scenes. The scene with Dream Doll right there is in a pool.
Mhm.
That's in Atlanta. We flew to Atlanta to shoot that part.
Oh.
And then the other scenes.
When you doing? Is that your car you're washing?
Yeah, those are my cars.
Those all your
What
cars.
trouble did you get in that
Word.
particular scene right there with all the?
No, it was cool. The wifey was actually on set for that because that was in Jersey.
Okay.
But people don't even realize we were in
Yeah,
two different locations.
That's what's up.
But the video, shout out to Dream Doll. She's super like,
Heavy.
yeah, well, that too. But she's just a great person. You know what I'm saying? Like, she thugged it out.
Word.
We were shooting till like 4 or 5 in the morning,
Sheesh.
and she thugged. They all thugged it out.
Yeah. Where you filmed that Ruby Rose shower scene at?
That was in Atlanta as well.
Oh, all right.
So we basically had like an Airbnb. All the scenes with the girls in it, that was Atlanta. The pool scenes are here in Jersey.
Wow.
But we were shooting at 4 or
That's
5
your
in the
pool?
morning.
Nice pool.
No, that's not yet.
That's not your.
No, not yet.
Yo, why
Not
your
yet.
smile get so big when I said Ruby Rose in the back? You got OnlyFans? Yeah.
Hey,
Wait,
motherfucker.
you follow her on OnlyFans?
Oh, I don't have OnlyFans.
Oh, okay.
My wife would shoot my head off. You could blow my head right off. I know some people that got some OnlyFans. That motherfucker back there.
That guy over there.
Yo, you
Yeah, that guy over there.
on her page or no? No.
No,
Now you're
no,
looking
no.
for it right now.
You're looking crazy, man.
He didn't even know. He's like, oh, now I know.
Yeah, he's like, she has a page?
He's like, Ruby Rose.
That shit just looked like mad fun, fam.
No, it was definitely
Diplomat
fun.
Jersey kind of fire too.
Oh,
Yeah, that was a good look on that.
Oh shit! You were mentioning that the Diplomat's jersey when you were mentioning. So like, we know you from Jersey, right? But I had a question like, where are you from in Jersey?
Elizabeth.
For real.
Yeah,
like you was at
Born
you
and raised, Elizabeth
Born in
High
Elizabeth?
School,
Oh,
middle
alright.
school.
I thought you was
elementary
one of them dudes that was like, yo, I'm from Elizabeth, but like you.
What
from,
class?
Like 2 towns over or some shit.
school. 2005?
Oh, shit. I was
Yeah.
04.
Oh, that's
05. I'm Elizabeth High School, yeah.
He said you used to show up to the football field to play football in Dipset jerseys and clean Air Force.
Sheesh, bro.
Yeah, I wasn't really the sports type of dude.
Nah.
But, when my brother was there, my friends were there, I said, yo, let me pull up. But it was always fun because usually a football game turned into a fist fight. So I got to
All the
enjoy
time.
that.
All the time.
From the side.
Right.
All the time.
And gave his own color commentary. Like,
Yeah.
damn, that was a good swing right there.
That was
I was like, yeah, let's
That's
go.
That's some good shit right there, bro. Nah, man. Like I said again, we happy to have you here. We be in this bitch just with the shenanigans, just
Word.
As you
nonsense.
should, yeah.
We ain't got and then go home get yelled at by the wives, by the girlfriend.
What's the last thing you got yelled at for?
Me specifically?
Yeah.
It was the OnlyFans thing. Apparently, my information on it was too tight. Like how it works and shit like that. And I'm like, yo, that's like common knowledge. Like, how you gonna get mad at me for like some shit like that? And she's like, yo, I swear to God, you got one of those. I'm like, fuck you. I was like, nah, I don't pay for that shit. It's mad sites out here.
I never got into the.
I never got into it either. It's not my vibe, really.
For all of the ladies who are.
Of course,
Yo,
yo,
Of course,
get
we
your,
support
get
sex
your money.
workers. Get your money.
Get your bread. It just won't come from me.
Right.
That's all. I ain't never paid for it. I don't plan on paying for it. It ain't something. You know, I drop something on the wife, but you know,
Of course, that's mandatory.
You know what I'm saying? That's how you do it. You know what I mean?
That's definitely
Speaking
mandatory.
of your wife,
Whoa.
they don't watch. No, these guys don't watch Love and Hip Hop, but I'm a viewer. Avid viewer. Not so much anymore. But what was the like? I know they say it's fake and it's scripted, but like how scripted is it?
Nah, it's not scripted because
It's
it's
not
not like you
scripted,
got a
but
bunch
like-
of lines you have to read. So
Okay.
the scenarios are pretty much set up, right? So they put you in a predicament. They'll say, okay, you're pulling up, you're gonna do this podcast. So we'll be here sitting doing a
Yeah.
podcast, and maybe
And then homie will pop up.
somebody pops in and boom, it's like however you react to that situation, it's on film. It's on you, but it's not scripted. You're kind of like thrown in the fire, but it's all about how you react to it.
If that's not gaslighting, I don't know what.
Right,
the
that's
fuck is.
exactly what it is.
That's
like-
wild.
I thought like they like.
It's like, oh,
all right,
here,
let's-
we're gonna bring your sworn enemy in.
I was wondering how that worked.
Out of
like,
nowhere.
Yo, how they always in the same place? I know the towns are small, but like, ain't no way you gonna find me every time.
Nah, of course
Yeah,
not.
that's
But
just wild.
how they get you is they do that, but then in fine print in your contract, if you physically hit anyone or like
Oh,
spit
shit.
on someone, you lose your pay for that episode. So
Oh
say,
shit.
yeah, like say I got into a real fight.
Yeah.
They'll still air it on TV, but you don't get paid for it because you physically hit someone.
Wow.
Doc and
So
pay.
they'll use the footage.
Damn,
Oh,
Mona.
yeah, of course.
Yo, Mona Scott out here
so
Doc
some
and
people,
pay.
so some people really be about it, even though they know
And
they're
some
gonna
people
lose
be
some
on
money.
like, man, fuck the check.
Oh,
We going. We
She
turning
really
it-
out here
shit,
Doc
I
and
might
pay.
start
Like
watching
Right.
again. That just opened up a whole new. I might start watching that shit again.
what the
Yeah.
fights?
Oh, Love and Hip Hop.
I'm sure if you go on YouTube, put like fight compilation, Love and Hip Hop, a lot of
That's
come up.
crazy. I didn't know that.
So
Like,
next time you go on, you got to do the James Harrison route and stack up a little side money.
yeah,
Right.
Stack
Yeah.
up-
In case
yeah.
you get
Stack up
fined.
your fight money.
Fortunately, I ain't have to deal with none of that.
Your
Like,
timeline, your storyline wasn't too crazy when I.
Nah, it was
you know,
calm. It was
like-
cool. It was, based on real life, so that helps too.
Have
'Cause-
you sit back for like the whole this whole next chapter of your life, like the baby and all that stuff?
Nah, I think
Nah,
that
he-
it's
he-
too much. You know what I'm saying?
Too personal.
Yeah, we didn't want it to bring in the baby. Like that's not how you want to start somebody's.
You only did
life
one
off.
season, right?
Yeah, just one
Yeah.
season.
He only
Did you
did
have
one
like
season.
kind of like a say, like, like, look, I don't want to give this much information. Like, I don't want to, put
It's
too
not a-
much of it out there. Like,
You really, it's not like a debate before you go on. It's
Yeah.
what you give is what. So when you see people like, you're like, yo, he looks crazy or she looks crazy,
Yeah.
it's because they want to be
They choose
crazy.
to
Like
do
they're
that. Yeah,
choosing
yeah.
to do that. So it depends on the person, like the character, the cast members. It's up to you how much you want to give. They try to take everything.
yeah.
You
of
know,
course.
me being an entertainer, I know how to make good television without going overboard.
Yeah,
So I think
I feel you.
we did that. Played the line. We did it. We gave people what they wanted. Made good television. I capitalized off of it like hell.
For sure.
And you just keep it moving.
Yeah, for sure.
That's how you
Why
gotta
you
do
pull
it.
up that?
Which one?
He pull up Kanye West's ugly haircut.
This is the
How you-
toxic that we try to talk about everything. I just want to know.
How you feel about my man's haircut, yo?
Who, Ye?
There's certain people like Ye that could get away with that.
No, he's legally Ye now.
Legally, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Stop.
not
Stevie
calling-
Wonder cut his hair.
I'm not calling this nigga yay.
Internet's undefeated.
Yo, the internet will always be there for
Calling
you.
this
They're
nigga
undefeated.
Kanye.
The Stevie Wonder meme.
Chill, bro.
You met a lot of celebrities. You ever met yet?
Yeah, I met Ye.
Yeah.
Like before this Ye though, like the early on.
Early.
You ever been like starstruck? Cause like you deal with like celebrities almost on the daily.
Yeah, I've asked myself the same question sometimes. It's like, yo, who did I ever run into that was starstruck? And hasn't been anyone yet. Like,
Cause
That's
for the most
interesting.
part, what they're just like normal people.
yeah, like I see them in a different environment, I guess. So it's like meeting you guys. You know what I'm saying? Everyone is cool. Everyone is chill. Like, I never like ran into someone like, oh my god, like never. And I met like a lot of people.
So I'm saying you be in the streets, man. You be You be in them places. I
In
don't.
the trenches.
Yeah, like I ain't going over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I have to.
I moved away for a reason.
Listen, he's a busy guy with a busy
I feel
schedule.
you.
I be seeing him like, damn, yo, like he's like everywhere in like one night.
Yeah. You said
Like,
you'll
what's the
DJ anyway.
what's the typical like
1000%.
like Drewski schedule like on a Friday or something?
Like tonight.
Yeah,
So,
for example.
Yeah.
Today was a little rough because my grandmother just passed, right? So
Damn, sorry to
I'm
hear
in
that.
charge, right? She was 88. She's, a great
Whole
person.
life.
So we wake up, I go and do her arrangements for that. Then I record for radio. I did the new at 2 earlier on in the day on Hot 97. So I do that. Then I come here, I do a podcast. Then I'm going to Brooklyn for a showcase. And then I'm going to Passaic for a party. So it's like, this is all in one day. And then tomorrow we do it again. Like 2-3 parties, 2-3 events, plus radio, plus if we're filming something. So, every day is different. And that's what makes it, that's the excitement. It's like, every day is going to be different. It's not the same thing. Yeah. But it is a lot. But I enjoy it.
That's
so.
a lot.
Yeah,
And you do like different kinds of like, let's say, some crowds are different. So you do like hip-hop
I could go
crowds,
to a straight,
island
like
crowd,
tonight
right?
is like Mandela Lounge in Passaic, straight Latin, right? But the show in Brooklyn's going to be straight. Yeah, like,
Oh, Drewski got a Latin set.
Yeah, I got a strong little 35 minutes.
Some Romeo Santos.
Some Romeo Santos.
More like the Bad Bunny.
The Bad Bunny.
joints,
Yeah.
Píntame.
Yo, if
don't do
Drewski's
that.
out, if Drewski's out here playing Elvis Crespo, it's over. Like,
Don't do that, fam. Don't do that.
Kind of party
That's a
with
different
Elvis.
guy.
Get it on. Tomorrow
That's
I'm
the
at
grandmas.
Barcode. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
What's the
everything.
What's the pandemic DJing like now? As far as the crowd goes, and I know New Jersey's we wild loose with it,
Right.
as compared to New York. But what's going on in the club now during the pandemic? Is there more people? I'm assuming there's more people because everybody was stuck inside. But is it the same kind of feel?
It's not. It's really not because people are still scared to like
Go
stand
out.
next to other people they
Right.
don't know and to dance, and so you go into the club with you and 4 people and you kind of just stay in your own little space.
Okay.
Where before everyone was just mingling, it didn't matter. You seen a chick across the dance floor, you going for it. Now it's like everyone is conscious of how they move and who they're around, so it kind of takes away from the fun as a DJ.
Of course,
But just to be able to DJ again feels great,
feeling.
right? It's like, yo, I could get back to work.
You can't just
'Cause
lay
the
on the
pandemic,
wall. You can't
yeah.
just, I ain't been in the club in a minute. You can't just lay on the wall no more. Wait for shorty to.
Nah, no one.
Social media took
Hell
over
no.
that. Yo. So
Damn,
it's
yo.
hard to
Over.
party with social media too, right? Because
So we have a question from the audience.
Facts. That was my next
that's a good
too.
question.
That's a great fucking question.
Is it?
He,
you ever-
the gentleman to my left of me asked, "How do you balance that family personal life
Right.
with a significant other and still be
in the industry.
in the industry?"
Yeah, when we met, I was already DJ Drewski, so she kind of stepped into the lifestyle, knowing what I do, how I move. So at this point, it's in the beginning, I purposely dragged her everywhere to show her, like, okay, I know you're gonna be curious, especially when we're in the strip clubs. So I dragged her. I made her come. She's in the car with 7 of my dudes. She's the only female. Like, literally dragged her to do everything, get it out her system. She sees, okay, he does it to make a living.
Kind of like too busy to fuck around, kind of sense, right?
Yeah, of course. When do I have to? If I go to Brooklyn, straight from there, we're timing it like exactly on time to make it to Jersey, so we're not late. So like everything is pretty much time. There's really no time to fuck around. Plus, even if I did have time, baby, I would never fuck around on you.
So
there you go.
I'm saying like in
My
the sense
man.
of like
He
you're
just handed the
DJing,
schedule. He just
You're
handed the
setting
book.
the vibe, right?
Yeah.
You're controlling the atmosphere. How much fun are you actually having? Like,
It's not, I have fun. Like but the people that come with me, they know at certain parties when I'm having fun and when I'm not, right? So it's really based on the energy, the crowd, the excitement, like the environment. I try to have fun as much as I can, but my job is not about me. It's about everyone's
to
coming
get
out
everybody.
tonight facing life problems. You just work all week. You want to have a good time. I want to make sure you have a good time. It's not about me. I'm gonna have fun, when on my day off, when I'm doing what I do for fun. But while I'm at work, it's about the people.
So which one's a little easier, like doing it on the radio or like going out to the night spots and working the crowds?
It's never easy, right? It's not.
Okay, which one do you prefer a little more?
I prefer the clubs because
More interaction with the
interaction
people.
with the people. I love being around people. The radio is fun too because you don't know who's listening, so you're kind of like guessing your audience at the time, and it's way bigger. In the club, it might be 300 people. On the radio, it could be 1.2 million people listening.
But
so
you have more freedom when you're in the club to play the.
Oh yeah,
songs that you want?
1,000%. Yeah, High 97. People don't realize it's like a job. So no matter what job you go to, you still have a boss. They tell you what you got to do for the day. You go into High 97, it's like it's a job. So they're gonna tell you, here's a list of songs to play. Play it in the order you want, but make sure they get played. So it's like that's why people say, "Oh, I hear the same songs all the time."
Yeah.
Say we don't pick those songs, especially during the day. Like it's a schedule. Yeah, it's laid out.
Sneak in the songs like stuff
During our mixes, yes, but when it's like prime time, 3 in the afternoon, there's really not much of that going on.
Not much.
Yeah. So speaking of High 97, if I'm not mistaken, maybe I could be wrong. You started out under Angie, right?
You started out before that.
Or before that,
before
right?
that,
With
yeah.
Cypher.
Cypher, there you go.
Cypher Sounds.
You were there for, I remember, because I had my head in the radio at that point. This was like, what, 2006, 2007, something like that?
Maybe, no.
Before you actually,
08, like 2008.
2008?
I think I officially started working like on
That's
paperwork, getting paid to do it. But like the year or two
Almost
before that.
years.
Sheesh.
Yeah, before
Oh,
that.
so you're a vet.
At this point.
You're young for being a vet.
Right,
Was
right.
Ebro
I
a
started young.
dickhead for real?
Nah, like everyone.
I
got
like
their
Ebro.
own-
but
I like
everybody's
Ebro.
Like, Ebro's
It depends what you consider a dickhead, but
He's a hell of a troll on
I think
Twitter.
everybody's boss is kind
yeah,
of
like he enjoys it. That's his personality. He's cool with that. He's okay with
Ebro funny as hell. I would love to meet Ebro. He's funny as hell to
that.
me.
People will
he's
talk
hilarious.
mad shit and then tell you,
I love that.
yeah, I'm never going outside, so I could talk all this shit. I don't got to worry about anything.
That is true.
You're gonna barely catch him outside at an event or whatever, so you don't care, you know.
Drewski, do you used to do like house parties as a kid and stuff like that? Is that how you got into DJing, or like what?
Yeah, like high school parties, baby showers. You know, like you have to. That's
You
part
put
of the
that
grind.
in?
You have to do it. Like there's no way around it. Even now, I see a lot of like new DJs, like the young ones, because of the whole digital era. They just get a laptop and they want to come to the club and DJ. I'm like, yo, you gotta put in the work a little bit. It's not even about, just fill it out. Get to know you as an artist. Like you're an artist. Figure out the way you play, what you feel comfortable doing. Everyone wants to skip steps, but
We live in that great. Our age group is in that great phase of like, we were here before the digital age, right?
Yes.
Like you did a lot of
Right.
hands-on DJ work with the tables and stuff like that before it turned into this digital age, right?
Right.
So we got the work ethic from before that, and then we grew up with technology at the same time.
Yeah.
So like we
had the better party.
We can blend into this
exactly.
kind of thing, and we're not weird on the internet like
Word.
everybody else. Because niggas is weird now. I ain't gonna hold you.
But I can't knock them because
I
they don't
can't.
know any.
That's
They
what I
don't
mean.
go outside.
That's
Like a
what I
lot
mean.
of the young kids, they really
They sit behind a
phone.
keyboard.
Exactly.
Right. So what do you expect? Like
For
I
sure.
kind of expect
They
it,
have
so
the
I don't knock 'em.
creativity. We have the work ethic.
Right,
They
right,
have
right.
the creativity because they had to create from the couch,
Exactly.
and they're making money
Oh yeah,
doing this shit.
A lot of
stuff
money.
that we never dreamed that you could do to make money off of.
a lot
before.
of money.
Everybody's making bread right now, and it's great. It's fantastic, but they're still weird. That is weird.
There's like TikTok kids that do dances
That's
or
what I
Yeah.
mean. And they
and yeah, and
They
so,
made like 20 grand a video.
easy.
they getting-
wild.
It's crazy. I like it.
Right.
I mean, I can't. I ain't never gonna knock them for making some money.
Who were some of your influences
Oh,
in like
weird.
DJing?
It was
Growing
like,
up, like
growing up.
kind of gave you like, damn, I saw that. You saw what they were doing. It's like, damn, I'd like to do that. Like,
Yeah, no, I listened to Hot 97, and at first I didn't realize when you're a kid that these people were doing it like that's their career. I just thought it was like a hobby type of thing.
got you.
And then once I got a little older and I'm sneaking in the clubs with my brother and seeing DJs, I'm like, oh, okay, they get paid to do this. Some of them are doing it every night. Some of them doing it every night in the club and on the radio. They turned this into a career. I said, oh, that's perfect. I love doing it, and I want to turn it into a career. And then listening to the radio with like the Funk Master Flexes, the Mr. C, the Cypher Sounds, DJ Enough, and even on my album cover, because this was my first official album,
That shit is
the
dope.
background is all the DJs that
I like that.
kind of produce music, not just radio DJs, but like DJs that produce music. And I made sure I like acknowledge them on the background.
Yeah.
Each plaque has a different name
That
on
album
it.
Oh, that's
cover-
awesome.
The album
Yeah.
cover is dope.
I didn't notice that. I didn't
You
notice
notice
that, but
that?
that was cool.
That shit's dope.
That's a good look.
Let's talk about the album. Seat at the table.
Word.
I had a question. I was listening to an interview that you did before, and you were telling this story about Pop Smoke, like early on Pop Smoke,
Mhm.
and you were in the club, and he gave you music, and you played a song, at one club or whatever, and you said he missed it. And
No, I played it on the radio and he missed it.
And he missed it, and he called you and was like, "Yo, play it again."
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
were like, "Nah, that's not how it works." And he's like, "I'm pull it up." Like, were you scared, yo, for real?
No, of course. I'm not scared. I'm scared of Pop Smoke.
For real.
Pop Smoke was probably more scared of me than I was. Nah, he's a kid. He was a kid.
Yeah,
you know.
He was.
But I told him, yo, send me the record. We never even met at this point.
Yeah.
He sends me the record. I play it. I tell him everything. Yo, tune in at 11:15. It's gonna play. Then he hits me at like 11:20. Yo, I just missed it. Play it again. I'm like, Pop. Like, one, you're not that hot. Like,
You're not that hot
You're not
yet.
Drake.
Yeah.
Number one.
Yeah.
And two, that's not how radio works. And it was good because then he did come to the radio station. And I think, I showed him around. He learned a lot. Like he used to soak up everything. Like he was ready to go.
I always said that about him. Anytime you hear an interview about him, that's the one thing people say. Like he soaked up shit. Like
Nah, he was super.
he would sit and just listen to like everything that you were saying.
Listen and then know how to leverage his
And then do it.
relationships. Because he'd be like, Drewski, you know Cardi B, right? I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah. Yo, hit her up. Tell her I want a song.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, he not. Yeah,
That's
he don't.
it, just like that.
He don't wait.
He's swinging for the fence.
You got her number, right? Call
Yeah.
her. Like, yo, I'm not calling her.
And this is before like is the Pop Smoke we know today. And I was like, yo, I like the way he moves. He's going for it. Like this is his chance. Yeah, this is his chance, and I respect it.
Is that heavy on you though? Like, cause like you do a great job with your platform of breaking a lot of artists, right? And then is that mindful of like, yo, I could potentially be putting somebody on or like exposing to somebody other people, and then some people just don't take that and run with it, like, cause you're giving them the green light.
Yeah, I know, but at this point, they know if I'm reaching out or if I'm responding, it's no playing around after that. Like once I make a move on it, it's like you as an artist, you gotta go crazy now. And I think that's been established. And I could tell the artists that are ready and that are not because they know how to move. They'll come to me like, Drewski, all I need is you to show some love and I'm gonna do this, this, and that. And I go, okay, he got it or she got it. They understand what they gotta do at this point. They're getting, the looks they need. So that's how I kind of distinguish who's ready and who's just messing around.
And where do you find the time, like with your whole busy schedule, to listen to all this music?
I don't know how you do that because
that's a lot.
That
like,
shit
yo,
be
this is
coming
good.
out like
This is not good. Like
that shit be
you
like
guys put on sometimes like an hour and a half of your program where it's like you're sitting down and a lot of times you're telling like, oh, I heard this. He's got another song. Such and such got more songs. And you're like, damn, how are you consuming all this?
It comes different ways. So it'll be like DJ friends I have that'll send me something like, yo, Drewski, check this out. This kid is hot in Queens. This kid is hot in the Bronx. Or, and like we were saying how I enjoy being outside. So when you're going to some of the spots, especially the hood spots where the music starts from, I'm there. So they're like, yo, this is the hottest record. Or if someone plays something and I see a reaction like, oh, we in a strip club and out of 100 people, 30 people are singing this song that I never heard before. Now I'm gonna start doing my research. So that's why I like being outside because it's basically research at that point. Yeah. I'm listening, watching, and it comes different ways. It could be on the internet. I see, okay, someone is doing well, and I'll step in and say, yo, I see you doing well here. Let me help you here. I don't want nothing.
You get approached at the strip club like, yo, this is my song.
No, there's days we go to the strip club. They only book me to stand there and listen to music. I don't even have the DJ. I just hang out and watch them perform and play music.
Cut you a check.
Let's give it up for that.
Can I get that job?
Like, oh my God. Clap it up for my boy right here getting the check for standing in the strip club.
That's a great
God
gig.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, it's crazy.
When you were putting this together, so like you got an array of different artists in here. We big Fabio fans, me and Ray over here. An ad-lib session in the studio with Fabio has to be top 5, one of the most amazing things you've ever seen. He's got 2 songs on your album, right?
Yeah, he's on the Ready joint.
Were you in the studio with him while he did it?
Like 90% of that album, I made sure I was in the studio with most of the artists.
That's awesome.
Like there were certain artists that might have been from out of town that I couldn't be in the studio with, so we sent them over. But even if it was a feature on it, I was like in the studio with one of the artists.
He really be repeating the line like
no, but I see the thing with Fabio.
That shit is hard.
I met Fabio around the same time, even before I met Pop Smoke.
This was like
yeah, but it wasn't like he wasn't even making drill records at that time. He would just be around in the studio, and I seen him.
He's with TJ, right?
Yeah, he was around TJ early on too, but he was always like a personality. And I was like, yo, this kid is a personality. Like, he would make those sounds and do all that, had his own language.
Dude sitting in the corner making fucking sounds.
Yeah, yo, he would really be in the studio. Like,
it's hilarious.
And I was like, oh, like, he's cool. He just needs the right record.
Yeah.
And I think when the whole Brooklyn drill wave started, he
ran,
capitalized, bang. And now he's,
Is there anything that didn't make the album? Like,
yeah, there was records that
stuff that like maybe like shit. I wish I would have put it, or it didn't fit with.
It didn't fit. It wasn't done in time. We were just going over it a couple of days ago, like what records didn't make the album, because we're starting to cook up the next one.
Okay.
So we were going through records. There's like 4 or 5 records that didn't make it. I had like 2 designer records we did at the same time,
that
so I had to pick one.
On there is hard.
Yeah, that was designer Malibu Mitch.
I never heard him. I loved it though, and I was like, damn, I gotta look this dude up because.
You never heard? You heard designer before?
No, Malibu.
Oh, Malibu Mitch.
Yeah, I never. Heard it before. Designer, I've heard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Malibu Mitch, I never heard. I love that too. There's a lot of people on here that you would never just go into the search.
Yeah, that was the point.
And then you put them on, and you're like, oh shit, this shit better than the dude that I know that's on the first verse. I need to
most DJs in my position, they would use their leverage and go get the superstar artist, right? Give me Little Dirk, Lil Baby. This. Oh, I'm not playing these songs. Right. I was like, that's not what I do.
What you want to do.
I want to put people on to new music, as much as we could. And that was the goal. Even though it's like A Boogie on it, everyone knows A Boogie. Chef G and Sleepy Hollow, that was one of like the earlier records.
Love Chef G.
They don't really work with other people. You never really hear them
No, you don't
that much. So for them to, work with me and be featured on my project, to me was like a big deal.
When you hear the beat, do you know exactly who it's going to go to, or do you just
sometimes?
Or you in the studio, they're there, they hear you play it real quick, they're like, "Yo,
yeah." So the chef and Sleepy one, we cooked it up on the spot, like from scratch, with the producers sitting there, and we did it because they're picky, so we did it exactly the way they wanted it from scratch. It might be like a little clip or something. I posted on my Instagram, but we built that beat from scratch.
That's dope.
And they were in the studio, and
Instagram's deep though.
Yeah, word.
Yeah, your Instagram.
You are very active.
Someone. You very active. Not just that.
Oh shit, you got a Ray Ray video on there.
No, you got a picture with the legend DMX here.
Word,
someone controls your Instagram, or like you're conscious of having it.
Nah, it's me. It's all me. Yeah, I do it.
That shit is crazy.
I don't even post as much as
literally.
I
where does he find the time?
When he's standing in the strip club.
Does that play audio?
Listen to fucking music.
That plays audio, right?
If you scroll back the other way, if you go to the little TJ video,
go
it's
up
right there.
Right there on the right. The
if
little
you
TJ
play that,
video.
he kind of play it. You'll hear it. I can't hear it. I don't have headphones.
I got you.
That is funny. Well, you thought you had it, but you don't.
And it was at like some club in the Bronx, and I was telling Guapo like, yo, DJ Drewski gonna be there, so we went
Guapo
to the show to meet him, and Pop was the driver.
He had to be like what, 15, 16?
Wow.
So he was basically telling a story where the first time I met little TJ, he came to the club in the Bronx. Yeah, he's like 15, 16. He's pulling up on me in the Bronx.
He had to be young as shit.
The Pop Smoke was the driver of the car he was in, and he didn't know who Pop Smoke was.
Wow.
So we all kind of meet like that, and then you 4 or 5 years later, you realize, wow,
and whatnot.
Yeah, like wow.
How the hell they get TJ in the club? He's like 16 years old.
Come on, man. You know how we do that thing.
Niggas got money, man.
I was in the club at like 14.
Me too. Coco Wongo back in the city was crazy.
Coco Wongo. Oh my god. Nah, I was at a bitch. I was over there at Dolce's.
Deco.
I used to love Dolce's, bro. What? Oh my god. It was some freaks in Dolce's.
I know definitely a question I had. Getting back to when he was talking about like the pandemic or whatever. I know you had your the space on Morris Ave.
Yeah, the movement space.
The movement space. So how did that that was rough, kind of shutting that down, right? And then going somewhere else.
I want to say,
was it a result of the pandemic, or were you looking to leave there?
Yes. So
okay,
it just happened. Like the lease was up the same time when they put in the rules like no more events.
No more. Oh.
So I'm thinking, do I renew the lease
and keep
paying this high ass rent
on a space that I can't use?
Right, that I can't use, that I was already kind of over because people knew I was there. So randomly, I have artists knocking on the door, like sliding CDs under the door. So I was like, it's too accessible.
Somebody slides you a CD in 2021, Jesus Christ.
Slides you the USB.
You ain't making it,
like
brother.
Random USBs
like I'm
on
about
the
to
floor.
stick a USB in my computer, nigga.
Yeah, like,
bro, I'm not sticking no random USB in my computer.
Fucking flash drive.
Fuck out of here. Niggas ain't never seen a movie, bro.
The whole fucking virus.
Yeah. It'll be like stickers when I walk out, like they putting stickers on. So I was like, yo, it's too accessible. And around that same time, what happened with Nipsey Hussle, he was very comfortable in his hood, and then boom, look what happened. So I said, instead of me being a idiot and thinking I'm untouchable and I'm super comfortable in my hood, it's time for me to bust a move. COVID hit, we can't do events. There's no reason why I wanted this. Plus, these dudes I worked with, promoters, they were looking for a space. So I said, listen, you can move in, you can take it over. I'm gonna still have access to it because I'm handing it over to you. So everything worked out perfect.
Oh, okay.
And I had a new space in the cut, perfect for one. I can now record for radio because during the pandemic things changed.
Yeah.
So we started our podcast in there. I do radio from there, so it worked out even better than it did before.
Your podcast is definitely more like just music oriented.
Straight
right?
music. Yeah. So one of the questions he was asking, how do we sit through new music? Every Monday we have like a whole hour where we just sit there and play new music and critique it and give feedback, and we'll have special guests like influencers come up, like Chicle and his wife came up. We had
that motherfucker funny as hell.
He's hilarious.
Who else we had? Ron Suna was in there.
His girl really be slapping him around like that?
Of course, she's Latina.
His girl be slapping him around.
Nah, yeah, but they're great. Like I always say, like yo,
they're mad funny.
Yeah, I knew them for a long time, and I'm like, yo, they're great. They're so smart.
They're hilarious.
We were talking about influencers. They really stepped their game up.
Because I remember when he was first on Instagram. You know, he was just sitting on the couch. The camera was bad, all kinds of shit, and then they just gradually they just keep going up.
Oh, yeah, like a lot of influencers will bring artists up and stuff like that.
And I can imagine how rough that is because, like, even me, like, I kind of have like a music blog or whatever, but it's a lot of work listening to all this music, especially on a Friday,
right?
Because we record on Fridays, so I'm sitting here like, shit, I don't have time to listen to all of this before I got to show up here and record. Yeah. So sometimes I'll be like, oh yeah, this shit dropped. I'll get to it like the next day. I can be
missing shit.
Yeah, it's tough.
Like on a slow day, I'll get my email on a slow day, maybe like 30 to 40 records. On like a crazy day, it's like over 100 people sending the music.
100
let's get to the toxic shit, yo.
I don't have no toxic shit, bro.
Nah.
Where did y'all land on?
Yeah, facts. What? Yeah.
And what you got against the anteaters, my friend? The lady from the Caribbean, so I understand.
Yeah.
Because I'm not born in this country, so my man, you know what I'm saying? I'm rocking an anteater.
Rocking an anteater.
Us out here.
Oh my god!
Listen, the comments was going crazy. I think it's almost like 2,000 comments on TikTok. Is it like another 2,000 comments? I'm like, yo, people are nuts. That was a real situation. Real.
Honestly.
And before even doing it, I already knew I was gonna have the final say. Right?
Yeah,
so
sure.
so it's like. Father like son, so you that
you got the page rocking.
What made you guys not want to think about the gender?
I don't know. It's pretty like an old school type of thing. I felt like back then it didn't matter the gender. You don't want it to. I'm gonna love.
Find out when they're born.
Like I feel like I'm like, yo, we don't care. We're gonna
just
love
about
the
like
kid.
preparation wise.
Yeah, I got way too much anxiety for that.
Like so now y'all going with mad neutral colors and shit.
Yeah, black, white, and green. Like like we've been setting up the baby room now. So it's like we didn't even want pinks and blues anyway. I didn't even want that. She didn't want it. So it worked out perfect. Yeah, it's like yo, it doesn't matter the gender. Like. When it comes, it'll be a bigger surprise.
Growth and maturity right there.
This is my man right here.
But their videos are funny because they'll put a few of these videos up where they're like asking questions or they have discussions. You read some of the comments and they're fucking
the comments
wild.
Are fucking
no,
but
he's like mad funny, and then she just be looking at him like, yo, seriously?
What's that other post you was talking about?
Oh, this was from the Love and Hip Hop days.
Yeah.
It's probably super scrolled down.
He dug it up.
But
which one?
Your wife
dug it up.
Your wife said something about
everything though is real life situation.
Yeah, of course.
This is beautiful.
Oh, this is what it was. Did you ever get the 200,000?
Did you ever get the 200,000
I
likes?
haven't checked in a long
Get
time.
that.
And
Yeah.
how good
Niggas want to know.
We should try to scroll down.
Yeah,
and
we
see.
gotta find that.
Nah, but
Don't tell me you forgot.
Did she set a time limit on that?
Word.
she messed up and didn't. But after like
Yeah, it's coming
Let's
up.
go.
but she tried to use it. Like after the first year, she was like, oh no, you only had 1 year to do it. I'm like, we never discussed that.
You never put terms on
But
it.
the crazy part is there's real haters out here
For sure.
that would literally not like the fucking picture. I'm like, come on, all you gotta do is like it.
I think I liked it 3 times.
It's like at 197.
I was like, let me help my man out.
197,000. It's like, yeah, I need 3,000
Yo,
more.
that messed up if they leave you at 199.
Yeah.
199,
Every time it gets
999.
high, somebody
Don't do
unlikes
that.
it. Like, nah.
I wonder if it's even still up.
Dude, it's deep in there, though.
Yeah, it's definitely
Deep
a
in
few
the
years
cut.
ago.
They hiding it.
Oh.
Let's try to
Repost
call
it.
Call it bump it up on the Reddit.
I should go promote it.
Go from
All right, so you gonna get toxic with him?
Hey man, listen.
Mike Tyson.
I really just wanted to know what happened at the pool party, but my man's is married, so I'm not
Nah,
digging up
nothing-
all this
nothing.
old nonsense. It just looked like so much fun. He just wanted to ask him about that. He was, yo,
He's like, I
yo,
just wanna
did he get
invite-
here. Did he get 200K?
200K.
And does he know? And will he tell me? Is the actual question. Will he tell me?
If it got 200K, like I said, everything is real life. So then, yeah.
OnlyFans.
Only-
baby.
Hey, Drewski. Don't start the OnlyFans, man. Niggas is out here bugging.
Nah, man, but
I did say if I wasn't married, I'd have one though. For sure.
congratulations, man, on the baby, on the wedding.
Yeah, man.
Word.
That's big news, man. Like getting married and then having the baby right after that. That's like that's
There's a
double
lot.
life coming at you.
It's a
Like
lot.
Yeah, planning the
lot
baby
going
moon
on.
and all that stuff.
Nah, not yet.
Try to get a mental break from all this before the baby comes. Because
We
when
went-
the baby comes, bro.
I feel like
Once that baby comes,
Once
you
the
ain't
baby
sleeping.
I
comes,
just
buddy.
got one, man.
It's
Mine
a
just
wrap.
I just got one.
You're gonna be
1 year
in
old.
the house. That you're gonna be in the house.
So
like a
any
motherfucker.
any new dad advice from your end?
the first get your sleep. No,
That one I hear.
the
every
first
day.
3 months are the roughest, brother. First 3 months are the roughest. Like
He's
there's
like,
days
"God
that you don't
damn."
even know what day it is, things
Right.
Like that. But as long as you're there for your lady and you step up and you do what you do for your baby,
Right.
everything will be gravy.
Then
There's
I'll-
days, and what they say, it takes a village.
Right.
Make sure you got a lot of support system, like people around you who like could give you that break.
Right.
Cause you hear about that shit, like
Yeah, of course.
like you gonna go a little crazy, man.
My schedule is super flexible, which is a blessing because it's, you know what I'm saying, like I can work around certain things and move things around. So
Are you
But
planning
yeah.
to take a little time off for that?
no, not at all.
You're still grinding. You're
Oh
still,
man,
48
I said,
hours,
I'm
that's-
going crazy.
you going-
Not at all. That was like way too quick.
That's
You
a-
answer that shit way too quick, man.
That baby
you
got a
say that,
good
and then you see
48
the
hours.
baby, then you see the baby, you be like, yo, I don't want to leave. Yo.
Yeah, you might. That's what they
Dog,
say.
I took 6 months off of work. Yo.
He looked at his daughter's eyes. He's like, yeah,
He
I'm
got
not-
6 month
Yeah, I
paternal
know.
leave. He's
I'm
like,
not
"Oh,
going
fuck that.
nowhere.
I'm not going nowhere.
I called New Jersey real quick. Hey, yo.
Y'all got any more of that time
I
left?
called my job. I called New Jersey.
Y'all got some
Say,
more?
what
of that?
y'all got for a dad over here?
Right.
That's-
I need 6 months.
That's
Yeah, I have bookings on the due date. So
Oh my
Jesus
Yo,
Christ.
yeah, I already have bookings on the due date, but I gave them a heads up, like, yo, there might be a cancellation or in the middle of my set. If you see me break out, you know why, and everyone's like, all right, cool.
It's
I
go
was-
time.
Planning natural births and all that?
Yeah, natural births. She wanted to do it at home. That was another debate.
Oh,
that
y'all
we
got
were
money.
Yeah, it costs more to do it at the hospital.
Yeah, it costs.
Yeah.
It
Nah,
costs
but
more
you
to
got
do
it. Nah, but it's like safety stuff. So you gotta
Yeah.
have a doula. You gotta have all
Yeah,
this
that
stuff.
shit-
Yeah,
like
she has
a lot.
all that. But
You gotta
we're
have
not
the kiddie
doing
pool
it at
ready.
home. We decided to do it at a birthing center because I was against that at home. I'm like, yo, if something goes wrong,
Yeah, you
Like,
gonna
I-
feel.
You ain't
You
even
gonna
on
feel
something.
I
kind
need a
of crazy.
professional in the building.
Isn't the birthing center the one that's like close to the hospital, but it's like decorated like a
It's like a
home
hotel
setting?
room, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like.
But it's close to the hospital, so
like
if
5
something
minutes
does happen.
from the-
Yeah, so
I
something.
I do wish
happens.
you all the best, my brother. It's an
Yeah, man.
experience.
Congrats.
It's a mind fuck.
right, right.
The
I
hospital is alone like that.
See, that's what I
Crazy.
don't. That is too much going on. Too many people, machines, and sounds, and
Then
Like-
COVID.
It's a lot of stress.
COVID.
Word.
It's a lot of
Can't
stress.
have people in the room. It's just you and her. Like, it was just too much to do it in the hospital. And I was like, yo, let's enjoy the experience as much as we could, you know? Like,
You're gonna be
go
DJing the
jump,
baby's birth, you know?
jump in
You
the
got your
tub. I'll
playlist
play some
ready.
tunes.
You got
I'll play some 5-year form while the baby is.
That baby
Yes,
gonna
sir.
come out like
Yeah, going crazy.
Nah, because it is a mindfuck. That whole experience is a mindfuck.
I believe you.
This is how bad of a mindfuck it was. After my wife gave birth, I was sitting down with the doctor like, so, tubes tied. How we go about this?
Right. No, this is where I'm scared, and you could answer it. Did you watch the birth?
Yeah. So what happened was my wife, not to get into too long, she was going natural, and then she had to have an emergency
C-section.
C-section.
Okay, see.
So that flips the script completely.
Because my thing is, once I see that vagina stretched out,
You don't know what's gonna happen, man.
like, what do I do after that? Like, how do I?
You stay on the other side.
Yo, I've heard a lot of guys
Kiss the game
faint.
goodbye.
Stay on the other side of the blanket. I know you want to be.
Don't
there.
watch it.
Yeah, no,
I was gonna film
Why?
it and everything.
No.
He's like, I'm coming in with a GoPro on my head, ready.
Because don't nobody want to rewatch it anyway. I don't think like,
she
that's
might
the
want to
thing.
watch it.
I don't know, man.
It all depends on like you.
I guess the
you're setting
experience
the
she has.
environment, you're setting the intentions and stuff like that. Just know what can go wrong, probably will go wrong.
Damn,
you
nigga.
gotta prepare both ways too, mentally.
Of course. Yeah,
My
yeah.
Because-
God.
I didn't do that.
That makes sense.
So I we had a birthing plan, like
Right.
set it all down. But when shit hit the fan, it didn't go that
Shit
way.
got crazy.
So mentally and emotionally, you got to be ready to be like, all right, we're in the best hands possible. Doctors are
Right.
and they're gonna do whatever to get your child.
Yeah, and leading up to it, she as a woman is super healthy. So for me, that was like a little less stress. Like, okay,
Yeah.
she's a healthy person. You know what I'm saying? So that works out. Her diet is pretty strict.
Walking every
So
day.
yeah, so that works out. Like, you know what I'm saying? She don't have a bunch of toxins in her body. So it's like, this could probably go, better than that, a woman that doesn't take care of herself.
For sure.
Why,
Speaking of toxins in the body, before we get out of here and before I let y'all,
why are you so giggly?
I
over
do
Wait,
want
we
to
got
ask
another
you,
question from the audience.
there? Give him the mic. Give him the mic.
Yo, come, take
Step
him
up
over
to
there.
the
Take him
mic.
over
Step
there.
up
Step up to the mic. Oh, he said, nah, hell nah.
Come on.
Yeah, get in the mic.
I'm speaking off experience. Right?
Okay.
I have a 22-year-old. No, I can't put this on the air, but
They don't know who you are. That's a big gap.
For sure.
22 and 2.
Word, my nigga.
He's still working out here, yo.
Going crazy. See what I'm saying? That's why you got to stay on the other side.
So you're preparing me for that.
Yes. It could happen
Yo.
to anybody.
I've heard some of the I've heard the fathers some faint when
Listen,
they see all that.
Stay on the other
That
side
would
of
make
the
a
blanket,
great
man.
viral video.
No. Other side of the blanket.
Drewski, I did want to get onto it. You spoke about toxins and stuff like that, and we've been told you don't really have any big vices, right?
Nah, I'm not addicted to nothing. I don't drink. I don't smoke.
That's just a mental conscious of you just trying to focus on your work ethic and stuff like that. Or you don't see no additives.
You just a better man.
Like,
Yeah, it had nothing to do with like being healthy. Like I'm not healthy. I still eat fast food. So that's
He's just a better. He's
not
just a
healthy.
better
What's your
individual than
What's
all
your
of us.
favorite? This is gonna
Get that
dictate a
crave
lot.
case?
What's your
go to the 1 and 9, get that grave case.
what's your favorite, man?
favorite fast food.
If you just had to walk out,
I like
walk out,
McDonald's
what you going to
fries.
get?
You know what I'm saying? I like a McDonald's fry,
Okay.
but then I like a Frosty from Wendy's.
Okay. So he be making y'all drive all over the motherfucking place.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. It's I haven't really ate like I'll eat the fries. I haven't really ate like a cheeseburger. I haven't ate beef and pork in a long time.
Damn.
Yeah, like years. Like a
That's some
couple years.
Elizabeth shit. Elizabeth
Chicken I
love
can't
McDonald's.
stop. Chicken I love, but beef and pork I cut it out like maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
Damn.
Sheesh.
Anything else, fellas?
You just eat like chicken and shit? Just be getting your chicken?
We're taking questions from the audience.
Yeah, man. Anybody got any questions before? There's a microphone right there. You can
Yeah,
just
there's literally a mic.
You need the mic because
You
we
need the
can't.
microphone,
people
Steve.
Because we can't hear you. Like the people want to hear what you asking. Because
Yo,
you about to say something
Drewski,
dumb
this is
as
the bullshit. This is the bullshit we deal with. This is the bullshit we deal with.
Facts.
Wound up in, and I gotta let it out.
I can't hear you.
Yo,
man.
what's your sleeping pattern like though? Like,
That's-
you get good sleep?
Yo, you did all that for that?
All that for that?
I make sure I get sleep, but like I
This
said,
nigga,
like
man.
the past couple days been rough. So I went to sleep at like maybe 4 a.m. yesterday, but I was up at like 9. So that's enough. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's
Running out like 4 hours of sleep.
4 or 5, yeah.
Well, you
But,
could be good for
but
the
then some days I could get like 8.
Good for the baby.
Yeah, you know, he's like, you know what? I'm thinking about it now. You'll be fine.
Word on the street that we've been hearing is you got a curfew, yeah?
Oh,
Curfew?
shit.
Yeah, you got a curfew. Is that true?
Oh.
Time
That
Jimmy
that
time.
is not true.
That's not true?
That is not.
It depends on who you ask.
I
I
don't know whose
guess.
curfew is 4 a.m. Like that's a pretty good curfew.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta respect that.
Yeah, it don't count as a curfew if it's 4 a.m.
10 p.m. That's a curfew.
A curfew ain't 4 a.m. That means I just got home. Like
2 a.m. if there's no
You
work
watching
at
the
night.
sunrise out here, brother. 4 a.m.
Yeah, I get home at like 4:30. Tonight
You're a
I'll
hustler,
be home at
man.
4.
All right, so I got one last.
That's
I got
his
one
curfew,
last
2
question.
a.m.? That's his curfew. He know.
One last question
2
because
a.m.,
we talked about earlier how you.
What?
Ah,
That's different. But why would I be out after 2 a.m. on a
Ain't nothing.
night I'm
Nothing
at
good
work?
happens
Nothing
after 2
good,
a.m.
man.
Nothing but bad.
You gotta
decisions
have
after
no
2
life to
a.m.
be out after 2 a.m.
Especially if you
in
at the
club
ATM.
if you're not getting paid to
You
be
getting
there.
one or two things after 2 a.m. Heartburn or heartache.
Or herpes.
Heartburn or
Or
heartache.
herpes.
No, I got one last question. So
Yeah.
you definitely spoke on how you rock different crowds. You have like a Latin set or whatever. What's like one that do you prefer one over the other? Which one's a little more responsive
What's
towards
your
you?
set?
I love playing hip hop music, right? So
Okay.
majority of the parties I get to play the music that I love to play. So it don't matter if it's a Latin crowd, whatever, a teen party. Like everyone loves hip hop music. It's the number one genre of music. It's the biggest.
Sure.
I do a party for like this super wealthy family, and it's like 16-year-old white kids, but they want the most ratchet music, right? So
they want that SoundCloud shit.
Like I enjoy that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's fun. That I could come and play what I love to play for everyone. They all enjoy it. But of course, I know like okay, if it's a Latin party, I gotta squeeze in my Latin records that I wouldn't usually squeeze in at a black party. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and there's records I play at a certain crowd that you know what I'm saying. So it's just knowing your crowd, and that's what I think makes a good DJ is that you can read the crowd, you know the room. So if you could play to that room, then that.
Yeah, because some of these DJs out here, you go see them on a consistent basis, and they're
1,000%.
playing the same shit
No,
every
he do.
time.
My wife is Jamaican.
That's right.
You know he got that in there.
You know he got that.
You know he got that.
But
in there.
before her, like even like you said, Cypher.
Yeah, I
for a
mean,
long time
yeah,
was
that's
playing.
what I mean. Like
He was heavy in the reggae.
Look at the
soca
people that
scene.
you came up under. You know,
The best
learn
people,
these things,
like,
the best people.
you know what I'm
Angie, Syph, Flex,
Yeah, like,
Ebro.
So that means you a comedian too? Cause
No.
Syphin that comedian bag.
Nah,
actually probably
Funk Flex is
funnier.
a comedian.
You know what I'm saying?
That nigga's funny as hell. He be bugging out.
Nah, yeah. Everyone is
Any last question
different.
for Drewski?
I do.
Oh, that's a good one.
in LA. And I thought she was from LA when I met her. So in my head, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna have a
these
bitch
LA
in LA.
chicks.
I'm gonna have a bitch. I find out she's from New York.
Yeah.
He's like,
So I was
shit.
like, maybe this could work out.
Maybe-
They
But
went back on the
work out.
same flight. Like, where you going?
Yeah.
Don't worry. It was getting at the same gate. The fuck you doing here?
Like they both got aisle seats on the same row. Like, wait, oh, you're flying back too?
JFK too? What the fuck?
Nah,
I met her
you was in coach. She was in
in
first
the
class.
crib, my LA bitch's crib. So I was like,
Oh,
oh man,
God.
I have 2 LA bitches.
Damn.
Oh my goodness gracious.
But
Yeah, word timestamp on
Right.
that? What's that, 45? Yeah, write that down.
oh no, she
She knows. He's like, she knows.
it wasn't it. She I think she was like she DM me or something. Like, I can't believe you just bagged the chick in my crib. You know?
That is wild.
But Sky at the time didn't know. She just thought I was hanging out. She didn't know one of the girls that was there. They didn't even know each other.
Oh,
It was
shit.
like
Okay.
How life turns out.
Yeah, they didn't know her. Yeah.
That's
But
fantastic.
shout out to
Salute to
Y'all
you,
got
man.
anything else?
Yeah, salute to
Talk
you,
to
man.
Jack Harlow and
Stone Cold
Drewski,
West,
two
new
white boys
father,
running the industry.
yeah,
new
yeah.
husband,
Cheers.
producer,
Cheers.
radio
Amazing.
host, podcast host. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for DJ Drewski.
Yo, one last time, I definitely want to thank Fresh
Yes, thank you, Fresh.
for helping me put this together,
Hobby.
helping all of
The
us put this
movement,
together.
ladies and
Appreciate
Word.
the movement
Drewski,
podcast.
is there
Make
anything
sure
you
go
wanna
listen.
promote,
Yeah, make
before
sure
we
you
get
plug
outta
your
here?
shit.
Oh, whose birthday?
My man's over
My
here.
man Steve's birthday.
Let's support
Drewski, give my man Steve
shout
a
out
happy
to
birthday,
Steve.
man.
Happy birthday, Steve.
Happy birthday, Steve.
Cheers.
Give him a
Cheers,
drink.
buddy. Yeah.
Yeah, I could probably only afford the t-shirt right now. I can't afford
Word, he worked there. He can't afford it either.
Anything you want to promote before we get out of here, Drewski?
Nah, just follow me at So Drewski on Instagram. Everything we got going on, everything we doing is up there. You know what I'm saying? And thank you for having me. Shout out to
Thank
everyone
you.
that's been
Thank you.
supporting.
Yeah, no, thank you for coming,
Thank you
man. We
for coming.
appreciate it.
Anytime, I'm here.
Appreciate that.
Know that.
All right, guys. So for Fifth Ward Media, Toxic Ass Friends, Our Party Entertainment, I'm Ralph. It's Sis, DJ Drewski.
Yeah.
We out of
Lit.
here.
Peace.
Deuces.
All right, so Javi.
I'm gonna show you.
What'd you think of that interview with Drewski, brother?
It's amazing, yo.
Right?
He killed it. I had front row to it.
We had a
Felt like I was at MedLife watching it.
MedLife.
Hey, someone got 3. Hey, little court. Oh, 20 seconds left. He said you gotta delete the whole video we made. It's gotta be the hair. Drewski, we got a half an hour of Koel. Somebody got if I get a free